hear the birds and a torque wrench.
Beep.
Ow, and a fucking mosquito.
That was a pretty loud owl for a mosquito. Kind of a soft white boy.
And you're checking the torque after our first 5 kilometers for the Terrorizer.
That's right, Terrorizer. We want to make sure that the lug nuts don't fall off. We're going to have to double check all the brake lines, make sure we got nothing leaking. Check all the fasteners.
You want to explain to the public why you call it the Terrorizer?
Well, actually, I think you sort of came up with the name more than I did.
Yeah, initially, that's right. When we were on the trail, and I'm just like,
right.
that thing's like...
What's that band called? Terrorizer?
I don't know.
Old band, old rock band?
It came to me just because it's like, it's a terrorizer.
Yeah.
I mean, it terrorizes the trail. But I just watched the movie, or this TV series, Terror.
Terror?
Terror? I downloaded that series, man. It's awesome.
Oh.
In 1848, you know, they take a couple modern ships of the time to try to go through the passage, the northern passage.
Yeah.
Through the ice. And of course they get stuck out there and a crazy bear eats them all.
Of course.
There's always that captain that's like, we can make it through here. And we can do it.
There's always that captain.
And the other captain...
How boring would the stories be if there was nobody pushing what they couldn't do?
And then the other captain of, there's 2 ships, the secondary captain, he's like, we need to go and restock and wait out the winter somewhere else, and we can come back here next year. And he's like, no, I want to get this on my mantle of being the conqueror of the passage.
He wanted to be the first one through.
Yeah, he wants it, you know, his name in the book, right?
Of course.
So then he'll kill it. So then everyone on the ships will die because of that.
Yeah. Captain goes down with a ship.
Speaking of ships, we got this 2017 RZR Turbo. You got your sweet little GPS dash on here.
Terrorizer.
You got your DynoJet tuner going.
Yeah, just got to check that and make sure everything's okay.
We're rocking the Schubert R2 helmets for communication.
So I guess one option we could try once the suspension settles is maybe to increase the ride height on the preload of the shocks. That might help clear this, maybe.
Yeah, guys, so we did a first hard turn. And we got a little rubbing going on with the 35s.
Or the other option is to put the standard width fender flares back on.
And it won't stick out that much, so it'll just...
The standard ones are only this wide.
Oh, yeah.
To these 8-inch wide ones.
Yeah, just the front to the rear.
So that could be an option, right?
But I mean, it looks better with the bigger flares, though. In fact, it would look better if you had even bigger flares.
Yeah, I know. I was actually looking at the rock block stuff, and I was thinking I could add on another 4 inches.
Yeah, but then you got to deal with how you mount.
With this, which is going to hit for sure. So, yeah. Then of course I don't know what'll happen when I change from the 2-inch wheel spacer to a 1-inch wheel spacer, and the wheel goes in 1 more inch.
Oh well, you should.
Will that make it worse?
Well, you should just keep rocking it as it is, and it's just going to wear into it and deal with it that way.
Yeah.
It's not like you're going to sell them on the used market. You're always going to keep them.
Yeah, well, it could go on to the
other stuff.
Onto something else.
Next project.
Yeah.
We need a name for that project. Hey, look, we got some mountain bikers.
Oh, yeah.
You guys just cycled up some trail?
No. We drove to the top and went down. We're lazy.
Yeah, so you have a person shuffling you.
All right, well, should we go another 10K or so and see how, and then do another double check?
Let's do it.
Make sure everything's good.
I think I'll pause the video and we'll continue at the next cool scene.
All right.
First test of the new Portals. Wow. It's got so much ground clearance. Squeak is back. We need to find something to crawl over. Yeah, you got lots of articulation.
Now, of course, that just softens up. It's better.
This thing is definitely ready for Moab rocks.
Here's what I was going to explain to you what was so crappy about putting these things, why I had to do it twice. If you look here, this bottom bracket for the brake caliper, I don't know if you can see it in there, but there's like a hole where it fits around a nut that mounts through here. For this bolt, see this bolt here?
There's a hole in the very bottom of the...
See it in here? On this bracket, this brass bracket here?
Yeah.
See a hole? I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's a hole that goes around the end of this bolt.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of making a slot so you can just slide it out, you actually have to get it on, which means you have to pull the brake disc at the same time.
Oh, difficult.
Yeah. Which I'm not so happy about, but here's what it is. Here's what it is, buddy.
Terrorizer Part 3. Or however it's non-edited. So we're going to have to get some high-speed rally shots coming up.
Yes.
See how the portals, now that it's
I'm doing a gentle break-in right now.
on the portals, you mean?
On everything.
Yeah. On
It's
life.
such a big change.
Life in general. Yeah, but the shocks too.
change.
We got the new shocks, the true dual rate springs.
True dual rate, revalve.
Revalved here by MTS.
Yeah.
So
Awesome, guys.
we have.
Awesome, guys.
I haven't even thought about it, but yeah, it's been pretty smooth, but it's definitely squeaking. We got to loosen up all the colors
Yeah,
again.
Loosen up these upper mounts a little bit. I think maybe they cranked them down when they put them in. Thinking about removing the rear sway bar as well, just to kind of get a feel to see what it's like. I mean, I could just remove the links for now and leave it in here.
Yeah, of course.
But, I mean, then it hangs down and bangs. It's only a couple bolts, right?
You could zip tie it up.
To pull it out. I'd probably just pull it right out.
Well, it depends what it handles like. I mean, for Moab, sure you pull it out, but for rally time, no, you're going to want that in there.
Yeah, because you don't want to be too tippy. But I'm so wide now, I don't think it's going to matter.
See if you can. I mean, you're not going to be able to flip it.
Famous last words. Not be able to flip it, yes.
Yes, because it's so freaking wide. What's the total track width and measurement outside and inside a tire?
Inside is 61 inches roughly. Outside is 83, I think.
Ground clearance, I wonder, where's your tape measure?
I didn't bring it.
It's probably 20 now.
It's probably dropped to 20. It looks a little bit lower.
Yeah.
Which is probably maybe why it was rubbing on the fronts more now. I don't know.
For those that don't know, that's my buddy Qman, 2017. And my name is Marcel Irnie, pro superbike racer, and we are above Kelowna, BC.
It's absolutely beautiful here.
That's Kelowna down there. This is the Qman and Irnie SXS blog.
Full circle adventures.
Look at the forest. It's so green. I got my coffee mug.
I know, it's in the way of my picture. Just sitting out there dead. Dead standing.
There's a few actually. Is this the forest fire area though? No?
It was.
Yeah, that's why all the big trees are gone. It's all just new growth.
What's going on, bro?
All right, let's mosey down the road.
Look at that beast.
Like pretty much, you're not gonna find anything that you can't really fit up. You know, you're gonna go anywhere you want.
Oh yeah, wherever you want to go with this thing.
Yeah, you don't with the width, you don't feel like you're tippy at all.
No, it's so stable, I bet.
Pretty much just the only issues you have is what you can't see.
But that's normal. That was with the width out of the width.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's kind of neat, the idea when your door's not there, you do see it. Like in the RS1, being able to see that tire right there would be pretty cool for like the mud, as long as you're not getting wet.
Yeah, but you get wet.
Well, you wear a big rain suit.
Uh-huh.
Right?
But if you were rock crawling, the half doors would be nice.
Yeah, I like that fact. You do have both. You switch them back and forth.
That's right. Yeah, I have both.
You could almost switch for Moab if you went back, but then you don't have all the nice door and stuff.
No, but they fit on it. It's just the same frame.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Mosey up.
Oh, Marcel, looks like you got yourself up on a rock here.
Well, you got to better back up and see, huh? Yeah.
Look at this, everybody.
You said the right rear's off the ground?
Yeah, the right rear is just balancing. He's kind of at a pivot point. So now you're going to want to turn. Yeah, that way, yeah.
Smoke down. I'll shoot some logs at you.
Beast mode.
Alright. So, man, it's hard to get out of this thing now.
It's a little higher off the ground now.
So what's your overall impression of those Portals? First test drive in the woods.
I really like the Portals. The trails here are pretty good, so I haven't found it to be too wide, which is good.
No, it's never been too wide.
The articulation is good. The braking is still a concern.
Yeah, it's definitely harder to brake. I would imagine. I mean, it still stops though, but like you said, it won't lock them all up. You need like bigger discs.
So
Bit better. You need some monoblock calipers.
Some monoblock calipers, some big brake calipers. I don't know, maybe. You might just need to just brake in a little bit. I don't know.
Maybe we can get a different pad up front.
Yeah.
Obviously, most of the weight's on the front.
I mean, we got the new pads in the rear, but I have used pads in the front. So I don't know. It's okay.
We got a little bit of mud on the Portal.
It looks good. It's definitely beastie.
Picking up some rocks.
The drive shaft is nice. Everything feels good. Like everything feels tight, solid.
You were saying it's over revving as well?
It's over revving. I'm gonna have to change the clutching a little bit. I'm gonna have to add some more weights to the ramp.
Do you think that's an effect of the 35s? Or just the way the clutch
I think
is set?
just overall, I haven't tuned it properly yet. So more testing, more tuning.
Sweet.
That's about it.
Yeah, it's interesting driving it for sure. You know, I like this gated shifter.
I think the steering is pretty good. It might be a little bit pulling to the left a little, but I mean, it is an off-road machine as well. So it's really hard to measure center off of this to know where your center is. And if you have the steering wheel just slightly moved a little bit when you're setting it,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think as far as I'm concerned, this is probably the best I've ever had it. As far as the straightness of the steering wheel and the feel. So I don't really want to mess with it too much.
Yeah, because it's you don't have a computer alignment system.
No. I'm just measuring with a tape measure back and forth. I actually have these long bars that I mount onto the wheel so that it gives me the best, most accurate measurements.
For sure. All right.
Yeah. Well, let's get out of here. The mosquitoes are bad.
Yeah, let's get moving. Leg room's a little tough for me, being 6'1", long legs. I don't know what to do with my left foot. Up there, it goes the knee into the handlebar. So that's a little bit...
Yeah.
Somebody one day is going to make a different box system. The plastic could be changed below.
Yeah.
Extend that foot. What's in the way of the foot? It's right there.
It's part of the...
Oh, no, that could be further, dude.
Yeah,
there's nothing there.
It could be gone.
It could be like right further. It's nowhere near the suspension.
No, I agree.
All right, somebody's going to make that for me. Otherwise, yeah, it's a lot of fun, and got to try to get a feel for it. Anyways, my name is Marcel Irnie. On the road we go, on the trail. Like, subscribe, share. She's tight.
It's tight.
Four inches too wide.
Terrorizer is tight. Tight beauty. As long as it doesn't do any damage to the sidewall. He's got pretty good looking sidewalls though.
Oh yeah, that's right. You can see the rub marks for sure.
Oh yeah.
Wow,
They're pretty like soft.
how much air are you running in these things?
15 PSI.
All right, Qman.
That's it, buddy. That's another day. Now I just gotta wash it and then do some adjustments. More testing.
I should wash my dirt bike too.
You should. Fire up the pressure washer.
It is a little early still. Wrong side. So the stock fender flare's back on.
Yeah.
Okay, go. You still got like almost an inch.
That's what I figured, yeah.
That's full lock?
That's full lock, yeah.
Well, it must be nice to be able to steer.
It's much better to be able to steer. Without the grinding and ripping off the fenders.